Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'll be showing you how I made this oven baked chicken with cranberry sauce. Stay tuned. So here I have one whole chicken that I cut into quarters. The breast I cut into two along with the thighs, after which I washed under cold running water with vinegar and allowed to drain. So now I will be seasoning with some blended seasoning. This is a combination of garlic, scallion, ginger, pepper, and pimento leaves. I pulse all the ingredients together in a blender using 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So now I will be adding this to the chicken as a part of the seasoning. I will also be adding 1 tablespoon of chicken seasoning, 1 tablespoon of fish seasoning, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. I will also be adding 1 teaspoon of browning for color. Then I will use my hands to rub the chicken into the seasoning. After which I will just set aside into the fridge to marinate before moving on to the next process. And you'll allow this to marinate for about 30 minutes, and it will also be good if you could leave in the refrigerator overnight, as this will give the chicken some extra flavor. So you want to ensure that you rub in as good or as much as possible, because you want to get all those seasoning into the chicken properly. Also, if you have a gloves and you would prefer to use a gloves, you could go ahead and use your gloves. So this is our seasoned chicken. I will now put it in the fridge to marinate. So after marinating for 30 minutes, as you can see, I have proceeded to put them on a baking tray, or if you have a pan, you could also put them on it. I have already light the oven and it is heated, so I will put them in the oven on the bottom shelf and bake at 250 degrees for 30 minutes before checking on them. And you want to avoid opening the oven before 30 minutes, because in my opinion, if you constantly open the oven, then the chicken will not get that beautiful color that you would want. So to make the sauce, I have here 2 cups of cranberry that I soak in 2.5 cups of boiling water overnight with a small piece of rosemary. So what I will do is to pour this into the blender that I have pureed the chopped seasoning in, and this is just to get the flavor from the chopped seasoning. After which I will puree it until completely smooth. So this is the pureed cranberry. As you can see, it is completely smooth and it is not too much in length, which is good. So I will just set this aside to start making the sauce later. So here I am checking on the chicken by removing from the oven. I am totally loving how the chicken has started to have a beautiful golden brown color, which is good. So what I will do is to pour off the juices of the chicken into the container that I seasoned the chicken in, as I believe this will actually help to give the cranberry sauce some extra flavor. After which I will put back the chicken into the oven, but this time on the top shelf. But I will still allow the chicken to bake at 250 degrees. Putting on the top shelf will prevent the chicken from drying out. So to make the sauce, I am going to pour the pureed cranberry into a saucepan under medium heat. Then I will be adding the juice that I have poured off the chicken into the cranberry sauce or the pureed cranberry. This, I believe, will give the sauce some additional flavor. And now I'll be adding 2 cups of Scotch bonnet pepper, some julienne red sweet peppers, some grated ginger. Then I will give it a good stir before adding some chopped garlic and give it some additional stir. It is important to stir your sauce as you want to ensure that all the ingredients that you have added in is properly distributed throughout the sauce or into the sauce. So here I have added a piece of thyme and scallion, and now I'll be adding in my slurry, and after which I will give it a good stir and leave for the chopped seasoning to start flavoring the sauce. And not just for the seasoning to flavor the sauce, but also for the sauce to get thick enough to coat the chicken. So here I'm adding half tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning and a half teaspoon of black pepper, and this is for additional flavor. I've also added 2 pimento leaves. If you do not have pimento leaves, you could use dry pimento berries. Also, if you have any additional spices such as bay leaf, parsley, and so forth, you could go ahead and add them, as I do believe it will give your sauce a very good taste. So I'll give this about 5 minutes and then it will be ready to coat the chicken. So this is our fully baked chicken. So how I know that my chicken is baked and is still moist is to use a fork to pierce one of the parts, especially the breast. And if clear water comes out, majority of the time your chicken is good to go. So now I will coat each pieces of the chicken in the cranberry sauce and put them back onto the tray. So after which I will put them back in the oven, still on the top shelf, but this time at 150 degrees. And after the chicken has taken the coat fully, I will add some final coat to bring out the color in the chicken. So to bring out the color in the cranberry sauce, I have added half tablespoon of paprika to the sauce and allowed to cook for a minute or 2 on low heat. So as you can see, before the sauce wasn't popping as I wanted it to. It was a bit light on the chicken, so I am very happy that I have added the paprika. So what I will do is to coat each pieces of this chicken twice or give it 2 coatings, after which I will put it back into the oven on the top shelf at a lower heat and give the chicken just enough time for the sauce to hold on to the chicken, as you do not want your chicken to be dried. So you, at this point in time, you have to ensure that you properly monitor your chicken. So as you can see, the paprika has totally given the cranberry sauce life, and it has this chicken looking very juicy. So this is the final coating. I will now place into the oven and then show you what the finished products look like. So here you have it, guys, some juicy, moist and succulent oven baked chicken with cranberry sauce. Now I haven't tasted as yet, but judging from the aroma coming from the chicken, I know it is bursting in flavors, and I hope you can sense it too. This is the end of my video, guys. I hope you will give this recipe a try, and please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.